Hello, and glad to have you here. Today, I want to just ask you a question. Do you ever have times where you've made plans for trouble? Does trouble come when you're ready for it? Do bad things happen when you're prepared? Do tough times come when you're fortified and all ready to go and it's like you're waiting on it? That's what we're going to talk about today, and how we can make the best of those times. So, as you're hopping on, let me know what you think about that. Because in my life, the troubles that have come have never been something that I've been waiting for in my life or in my business. Things just happen. And I don't want to be one of those people like I used to be that was more just reacting. I want to have something that's going to help me to get through it, and so I want to share with you and see what you have and what you think about this topic. So as you're hopping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know what your let me know what you are sorry, getting a call. I have my thing on do not disturb. So anyway, what you think about this topic, what it's like for you. Let me know. I think I said already where you that phone threw me off. Where you're coming in from, and we'll go from there. And so first of all, and if you're catching this live or on the replay, that's fine. If you can comment in, that would be great. I'd love to have some comments and reactions to what we're talking about today, and so that we can just have like a little bit of a conversation around this, and we'll go from there. So let me first of all introduce myself. My name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. And I use updated and modern strategies and tips to to help you buy. And the ones I use are attraction marketing. I use lead generation and video marketing. Those are the things that I like to talk about the most, but I also have a lot of other things that I think are important for us as entrepreneurs and business builders, and the things that we need and to help us to make it through our daily lives, and the things that happen and things that don't happen, and what we need to do to make things better. So, and if you need to ever contact me, you can always get in touch with me in Messenger. If you have questions about what we're talking about today, or anything like that, you can always reach me in Messenger. I am on the Facebook platform, and so we'll go from there. So, from what I was saying earlier, in my life, nothing has, the things that happen sometimes that you don't have control over just happen. Your kid gets sick at school, or your kid gets sick and you can't go to work, or you have a flat tire, or so that's life stuff. And then your business, your plans for the day, your computer went down, and you say you're working from home, and your internet's not working, and your phone's not working because you need the internet for the Wi-Fi, and those types of things. And so so what do you do? Do you just stand in the middle of the floor and scream, which is what, kind of like you want to do, just break that tension, to break that stress. But there are better ways to handle it than that. So I have some things I just want to share. So number one of the main things is, don't panic. Take some deep breaths. Do whatever it is that you can do to help you to maintain your composure and your calm. And for me, and I've learned this over time from the mentors that I've learned under, and still still love to learn from, is taking the emotion out of it. Sometimes you just have to take the emotion out of it, and that's in life stuff as well as business stuff. I'll just give you a quick example. I'm a single mom, and I adopted male infants, two wonderful baby boys. And so I had, and not at the same time, so they were about 5 years apart. So I'm, dealing with some issues and stuff that are going on, and then so I go in and I finally think we've gotten things settled, and my son is like, seemed like he was kind of warm, and seemed like he was breathing kind of fast, and so I was like, what's going on, and so I remember thinking I was going to have to take him to the emergency room, and there was no one here for me. There was no backup. It was just me. There was no one to say, what do you think, what do you think we should do, or can you, let's go to the hospital. It was just me and him. And I remember the emotion, and it was welling over, and I could feel the tears coming to my eyes. So I said, Mommy, I'll be right back, honey. Let me just step out. I'll be right back. And so I went to the bathroom, and I remember standing there, and I just prayed, God, give me the strength to do what I need to do for my son. Give me the ability, the strength to do what it is. Now that's me, and you may do something different, but that's what I did. And then I turned around and I went back into the room and I started getting him dressed. I said, honey, I think we're going to call the doctor, and then we're probably going to have to go to the emergency room. So everything will be okay. And I was just calm, but the inside of me was, stressed and, upset, but I was able to maintain that outside composure for my son, and then also talking to myself and praying for myself and him to get through it, and to be able to do what I needed to do to help him. So that was one thing that, in life that happened to me, that happened to us, that I really had to back off and refocus myself and come back at it, and just this was it. It was just me and him. So it's just an example, and it was kind of tough, but like I said, I wiped the tears, I went back in, and I went on and did what I needed to do. So don't panic, don't let yourself, fall out, don't, allow yourself to take, and I don't want to be ordering or, pushing or that kind of thing. I'm just trying to say, taking the emotion out of it as best you can will help you to be able to focus on what it is you need to do. And whatever that is that you need to do, for me, it was prayer, stepping away and praying. And for you, it may be something else. Do whatever it is that's going to help you to get through what it is you need to get through. And so that's where my number one thing is, don't panic, don't stay in emotion. You may have to pull it out, and you can always do it later when things are better, or when, like when I got to the emergency room, then I got a chance to sit and just watch him. And even though he couldn't breathe really well, he was like scooting around because he's very hyper. He was scooting around as a baby, and I can't even remember exactly how old he was. He might have been 3 or 4, and he was like pushing his toys around in the emergency room. And when they came out, they didn't think it was him until they actually took his breath rate, and it was so fast. They were like, okay, we really need to slow him down, and we'll take good care of him. And so I got to go in with him and that kind of stuff. So anyway, so, and then the next thing I have is, have a backup plan. For me, in my business, I have a daily method of operation. And I have, on that daily method of operation, I have where I can use, I have like priorities. So number one is needs to be done. Number two may not need to be done today, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. Number three may be able to be moved to the following week or later in the week or something like that. There are other people that have just an alternative plan that they can just pull out. That's their other DMO, and they'll pull that out and use that to help them to be able to get through whatever it is. If it's life, if it's business, they have that DMO that's in a plan of action that they can take when things don't go right, and do the best. And then you, of course, if it's something you got to call somebody out to fix something or whatever, you're going to do that. But this plan of action is there so that you can pull that and not lose a beat, and be able to just keep going from there. Now, like I said, I use priorities. Some people use a different DMO. Some people do other things that can help them. So we're all different people. So we have to do what it is that we need to do. So then, and then number three, when things start to settle down and you have, some time to gather yourself, the one of the important things that you can do to help yourself and, anyone else that's concerned, that family or whatever, is to ask yourself, what am I to learn from this? What could I have done better? Just think about it. You're just kind of going over what happened and how could things have went better. What else could you have done? But mainly the main thing that I just want you to be able to do is to ask yourself, what can I learn from this? So I don't want to go into the evaluation part of it right now. All I want to do was give you these three things because stuff happens and it's keep happening. And I guess because of my weekend and the things that happened over Easter weekend, I still made it through it and I had a great time. My sister came and hung out with me and just stayed with me for the whole 3 days. And it was a blessing. But we had the craziest stuff happen. And I won't even go into that, but if you want to know, you can always, hit me up in Messenger and I can let you know what my weekend was like and what crazy things happened. And, like I said, troubles don't come when you want them. They don't come when you're ready. It's not gonna, it's just not going to happen like that. So we have to be ready and be able to focus and keep it moving. So that's all I have for today. I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope that it gives you something to think about, something to move forward on. And if you don't have a plan, maybe make a backup plan. Or even, like I said, try setting priorities. So this is something that I need to do today. And if you can't do anything, then you just do the best you can and just take care of what it is that you need to take care of overall. Okay. So basically, like I said, you can always call me in Messenger, message me in Messenger. And if you want to ask me more questions, or if you want to have a little bit more of a conversation, go a little bit deeper about this. And I'll tell you what happened over the weekend and how we still made it through. And, things still aren't exactly as they should be, but it's okay. I'm working on it. It's something that, that's just the way it is sometimes. So I'm gonna go on and get out of here. I'm only going live now on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I will try to let you know when I'm not going to be here on the day that I'm like today. But I don't see anything that I know of that still trying to catch up with stuff. So I'm going to go on and get out of here. I hope wherever you are in the world, no matter what time it is for you, that you're having a blessed day and that you're, doing fine and well. And if not, then, get through it, do the best that you can. I know you can do it. So talk soon. Bye now.